Peace, family. Happy Sunday. Good evening. How's everybody doing today? Are you guys ready for the ritual? Oh my God. We are ready to manifest fast blessings, fast luck, and call on Saint Expedite to bring that quickly. Okay. I'm talking about like now. Where y'all from? Where y'all coming in from? What's up, Lisa? What's up, Shakoya? What's up, Real Chills? Yes. What's up, Queens is in the building. Common's here. All right. Baltimore is in the building. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. What's up, Pasha? Brooklyn. Okay. Okay. Brooklyn in the building. What's up? Yes. Joshua, Detroit. Mm-hmm. Georgia. I gotta go back down to Georgia. Okay, Ohio, Charlotte. Okay, okay, New Jersey. All right, all right. So we got we got people up in here. Mm. I was just finishing up my tea. Um, put that to the side. So anybody is new here? Is it your first time here? If you are new here, don't worry, you are in good hands, okay? We are going to walk you through this ritual step by step, and then we're going to also have a Q&A towards the end, so you don't feel like you're lost in a loop and you know what to look forward to, and also aftercare after the ritual, right? And shout out to those who who have done rituals with us before. Welcome back. It's been a while since we've done a group ritual, but it's definitely needed at this time, right? Yes, yes. I just finished burning some sage and clearing the space as well. I got my singing bowl. Okay, so before we dive into the ritual, we are going to just clear the air, right? We're going to say our prayer and we're just going to get the vibes right. Always got to get the vibes right before you get started on any ritual that you do. So, okay. What's up, Duchess? Yes, a lot of familiar faces up in here. Okay. So I remember during the live yesterday, someone asked, "Do we have to wear all white?" And honestly, it doesn't really matter what you wear. If you do work with like working with colors and stuff, like Saint Expedite's colors is normally synchronized with red, hence why I'm wearing red. Or yellow, yellow representing air, that mercurial element, right? Swift movement. So at this time, you want to just pull yourself and ground yourself, like start to get your mind ready to get into ritual, right? If you was overstimulated earlier, whatever issues you had, let that go. We're not taking that into the ritual, right? Clear your mind, relax your body. Now, first thing that we're going to do before we all get comfortable and whatnot is, let me put this on the side. We're going to go ahead and do a material check, because the worst thing to do when you're starting a ritual is to be like, oh, damn, I got to go grab that thing. And it pulls you out of the mood, right? It happens to the best of us. Okay. So I do like to give people a little bit of time to come in, because some people are still gathering their materials. You know, that's why we don't start exactly 8 p.m. sharp. Give y'all a few minutes. All right. Get my Florida water, excuse me. Okay. For those who are wondering, Florida water is something that you can order online. You can make it yourself. You can find it in a spiritual store, Botanica, or like if you live in New York like me, you can find it at your supermarket. Somebody said they have it in Walmart and the Walgreens um, pharmacy. So it's getting more popular now. But this is what I like to use to clear my energy. It smells really good and refreshing. Yeah. So, without further ado, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to get started with this ritual, but also first do the material check? So, give me one moment. All right. So, I'm pulling it up. And first of all, like, give yourself a round of applause or like a pat on the back because you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here right now investing in yourself to make your life better, to build a connection with Saint Expedite, and just overall, like, just get more out of life, right? Manifest better. Okay, so Saint Expedite, I already explained this in the live, but for those who don't know, we're going to be working with Saint Expedite, which is the saint of swiftness, speed. He's a mercurial spirit. He's going to help us to manifest things quickly. Whatever it is that you want, this is the time where we want to align our intentions together. So the intention of this ritual is to manifest prosperity, manifest good fortune, manifest luck. Imagine what that feels like, what that looks like, what that smells like, feels like, tastes like, right? Like embody that sensation. Okay. And just, because as we allow our energy to blend with Saint Expedite, we're able to pull him into the ritual. Hope that makes sense when it comes to the law of correspondence. All right. Now, for those who obviously went to the Eventbrite page, you will notice that there was a material list. Now, if you don't have all the materials, there's going to be some people during the ritual who likes to ask, hey, I don't have cinnamon. Can I use this instead? Can I use that? I always say if something in your spirit is calling you to use it, right? You might be like, you know what, CQ, I feel like using some basil right now. Like, that's fine. If that's what the spirit is calling for you to do. Now, the materials that we're going to need at this time is a small fireproof plate, right? It don't gotta be nothing fancy. A little plate, an image of Saint Expedite, a picture or a little statue. You're gonna need a pen or a pencil, right? And paper. So whenever you go to the store and they give you those little brown paper bags, you can save those, cut them out into squares and use those as your petition papers. That's what I do. Right? So it's preferred to not use paper with lines in it, but if that's all you have, then it's gonna work, right? Just use what you have. Next is a glass of water. Okay. Okay, a glass of water. It could be, I just got a little wine glass. It doesn't have to be like this. It could be any little glass of water. Um, a lighter, of course, or a match so that we can light it up like the candle. And here are some optional ingredients. So the reason why I put optional is the simple fact, like, this is for people that want to add a little extra, who want to go the more advanced route, for more power. So this is bergamot oil that I have, bergamot essential oils. I prefer the essential oils over the fragrant oils. It's just a preference to me. But I love the smell of bergamot. Bergamot is really good for prosperity, for blessings, for abundance, and things like that. And don't worry, I'm going to get into the prayer. We're going to do the prayer before we delve in, but I just want to make sure we have all our materials first. Okay, bergamot. What are we up to? Did I say cinnamon? Yes, cinnamon powder. So some cinnamon powder. It don't have to be nothing fancy, right? And then your offering. So you can give perfume, incense, food, offerings, alcohol, right? Whatever it is that you want to give, pound cake. Now, here's the thing. In my videos, I always say don't give him offerings until after he comes through. But because we are doing a ritual to call his attention, to build a relationship, I would say during this time, just give a little something or what you can right now, right? Even your affirmations and good energy, lighting a candle is an offering too for the saint. It's to pull his attention and gain his attention in this ritual at this time. So that is all of the materials that we're going to be using at this time. Okay, use what you have, and I'll be peeking into the chat every now and then as I'm doing the ritual just to make sure that everybody is okay. If there is a moderator or any veterans in the building who's used to the rituals, if somebody, a new person asks a question, feel free to jump in and answer them if you know the answer, right? Like we're all here helping one another. It's a family here. Now, did I show the candle? Did I say red candle? I think I skipped that part. Sorry. Red candle, right? Yep, I did skip that. So you need your little candle out. You don't need nothing crazy. If you got the 7-day candle, that's even, that's fine. Um, because some people say if you burn the 7-day candle, Saint Expedite will come through for you on the 7th day. If you want to burn this for 7 days, which is not necessary, you can just pinch the candle out, burn it a little bit for once a day until you get to the 7th day and let it burn out. But that's not what we're going to do. We're going to let the whole entire candle burn out in this ritual. This particular size candle doesn't take long to burn out. It only takes about about 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours. It depends, right? It could be less than that. All right. So we're going to go ahead, if you haven't already, just go ahead and smudge your items. Cleanse them with sage or whatever that you have. If you don't, you can simply just visualize yourself cleansing them. All right. Now, let us get ready to pray. Okay. Aho, Ashe. We give honor and thanks to the Great Spirit. We give honor and thanks to our ancestors, to our guardian angels, and to the benevolent spirits that watch over us, protect us, and guide us at this time. We ask that the guardian and Saint Expedito, Saint Expedite, come at this time and assist us in this fast luck ritual. We ask that everyone in this ritual comes in here with good intentions and a good heart so that their manifestations may come into fruition. And we ask that you block any evil eye, any negative energy, any hateful energy, any type of people that's trying to sabotage this ritual in any way. Block them and may their wicked energy return back onto them, O Great Spirit. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. We ask that you bind our enemies so that they have no way to touch us or see us or come anywhere near us. We thank you, O powerful guardians, warriors, and spirits, as we know that you will assist us in this work. So mote it be. It is done. Ashe, Aho, Dua, Amira. Okay. And you're more than welcome to say your own prayer that feels comfortable to you. That's just something that came from the heart from me. And note, if you don't have a picture or image of Saint Expedite, you're more than welcome to pull up an image on your phone, like in Google, and just have the picture there while you're working, right? Like I've done that before, when I didn't have access to a printer or didn't have his statue. So just letting you know that, okay? Get creative with it. Okay. So pay attention to the tension in your body. Allow yourself to relax. Don't worry about the offerings until after the ritual is done. Because I didn't even pour out my offering yet, right? Like everything that we talked about is just the materials that we making sure that we have within reach. So that way, once we get into the zone, you're not distracted by, do I have everything? Am I all set? Like, you can just focus here. Okay. Um, so take this time right now to slow yourself down, ground yourself. Okay, imagine that you have roots coming out of the bottom of your feet, going into the earth, and you have a cord that's coming out from the crown of your head like a lotus, going up into the sky. This glowing white golden cord. And I want you to put your hand over your heart and one over your solar plexus, which is your stomach. Close your eyes if you want to. And when you inhale, I want you to inhale in your third eye. Okay, so imagine that you're breathing in your third eye. We're going to take 3 deep breaths, breathing in the nose and exhaling out of the mouth. Okay, we're going to hold the breath. And when you breathe in through your diaphragm, your stomach, your core, and hold it. That's how you build up your spiritual power before a ritual. Hand over your heart, hand over your solar plexus. Okay. Get out of your head. Somebody in here is thinking too much. Get out of your head. Okay? And just listen to your spirit and flow. Now, on the count of 3, we're all going to take a deep breath in our nose. 1, 2, 3. Breathe in. Hold it. And release. And as you're releasing, all of that stress and negative energy, obstacles, and blockages are being released out through the breath. Another one. Let's inhale in, deep breath. Hold it. Hold that power and release out the mouth. And one last time, really, 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 really big, deep breath in. Hold it. And release all of that toxic energy and tension. And shake it off. Shake it off, baby. Shake it off. Shake off the stress, shake off the debt, shake off the negative energy, shake off all of that thing that is causing you anxiety. Shake it off. Okay. It doesn't exist here. Our mind is shifting to prosperity and abundance and wellness now, success quickly now, miracles now. Now, the first thing that we're going to do in this ritual is I want you to take your red candle and where's my carving thing? Let me use this for now. Give me 1 second. I have a special thing myself that I need to carve with it. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm doing the exact thing I said not to do, right? You know what? How about this? First thing that we're going to do is we're going to take your paper. Okay? Now, This is your petition paper. On one side of the paper, whether you're using pen or pencil, right? I want you to write your petition. So what is this? What is it that you want from Saint Expedite, right? If you ever believed in Santa Claus, did you ever have to use to write a letter to Santa? Dear Santa, I want this, 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 and this. Yours truly, blank, right? That's what we're doing. We're literally writing a letter to Saint Expedite, petitioning him to bring us exactly what we want. We're signing our name because it's a contract. And once he comes through in that contract, we're saying that we're going to give him pound cake. We're going to give him public recognition. Make sure that you come through if he comes through for you, because he will take it away and then some. Please hear me when I tell you that. Please don't play with his pound cake or his offerings. All right. Now, we're going to take a moment, a few minutes to do that, right? Like as you're writing your petition, I want you to visualize it and feel it, right? Like writing, like I, Saint Expedite, bring me, alleviate my debt or remove the debt, bring me $20,000 in X amount of time. Like I'm just throwing some stuff out there, right? The more specific you are, the better. If you want to leave it open and just leave it out, you can if you want to. I just like to be a little bit specific in what I want, so that way you know what to look for. Okay, so while y'all are doing that, give me a moment. I'm just going to grab my little writing tool. All right, it was literally right there. That sage smells so good. And if you really want to add a little bit of boost to it, I like to just say, thank you, Expedite, for helping me, as though he already did it, right? Like you putting it out there like it's already done. Thank you for helping me to attract this. Thank you for helping me get that job. Thank you for helping, right? In present tense. He's also good for passing exams, public speeches, communication, fast luck with money. Some people even say love. Okay. Whenever you're done, just comment in the chat you're done, just so I can get an idea of when we can go to the next step. Okay. So people are starting to finish up now. That's great. Okay. So we're about to move on to the next step. Okay. You don't have to write a whole essay, just write straight to the point. If you want to put bullet points there instead of sentences, that's fine too. This is your petition. Okay. All right. Now, what you're going to do is, you know, after you go ahead and sign, well, after you write your petition, right, I want you to take it, flip the paper on the other side, right? You have your petition on one side of the paper. Hopefully you didn't use both sides. If you did, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Flip it on the other side, the opposite side, and you're gonna draw 3 crosses, even armed crosses. See that? See what I did? It's pencil, so it's kind of shining. Okay. Right? You're going to draw those crosses. Now, what do those crosses represent? Well, they say the Holy Trinity, right? Or the doorways, right? He's going to help past, present, and future. Anything, any obstacles in your past that is still hindering you, any issues in your present, any issues that may be coming, Saint Expedite can travel through space and time. That's what the cross represents him, right? The Holy Trinity, he can travel through the different dimensions. That's what that represents, right? Spiritual realm, mental realm, physical realm, whatever it is that may be blocking you from receiving blessings and good luck. Well, now we just opened and drew the 3 doors, okay, with the petition. If you can now put your name, you're going to put your name on top where the crosses is at, right? Whichever name you resonate with the most. Nickname, full name. Okay. Now, you put your name over the crosses because it represents domination, power over the doorways, right? You having power over these entrances. Now, what you're going to do, if you have some of your bergamot oil, if you have some of this oil or whatever oil that you have that you're substituting with, this is the time where you want to anoint the corners of the paper. I'm going to move this down. Excuse me. Okay. I haven't seen my whole government up there. Oh, y'all know my name. All right. I'm going to take a few, put it in the corners, right? You put it on both sides, don't matter. I like to put one in the center. Okay. Now, you're going to go ahead and you're going to put it underneath the plate. Right? Because you're going to have your plate here. Now, here is the fun part. Now, you're going to go ahead and get your candle. And on the candle, you're going to write your name. from the base to the wick. Starting here, going up, right? So if your name is Jane Doe, you write it this way. Don't write it this way. Don't write it from wick to base. Do it from base to wick. It's going upwards. Okay. So write your name. You can write your full name or just your first name. It's up to you. I'm writing my full name. You said my camera is blocked. Hold on. Are you talking to me or someone else? Are you guys able to see me? Because somebody said my camera is blocked. I don't know what you seeing, Minister Private. You not able to see me? No, he needs to tell me if he could see me or not, because I'm not understanding why he's saying he can't see. You may have to go out and come back in if you're not able to see. It doesn't matter. In this case, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, everybody, okay, your eyes are cut off. No, yeah, that's fine. I was just holding it down because he was saying that he couldn't see anything. He has to go out and come back in. Sometimes YouTube does that for some people. I'm not sure why. Okay. All right. Well, as long as y'all can hear me and see what I'm doing, if the audio or anything gets cut off, please let me know, y'all. I don't want y'all sitting here not being able to see anything during the ritual. That's crazy. And y'all are free to, turn up a little bit after the ritual with me if you want to, if you got some drink, because who knows? Take a little swig of your wine or whatever. Okay, I think are you back, boo? Okay, I think he's back. Okay. I hope he's back. Okay. Well, let's continue to go, okay? Um, since everyone says that my camera is fine. All right. Now that you wrote your name on the candle from base to wick, you're going to go ahead and you're going to draw arrows pointing towards your name, right? So arrows pointing towards your name. Doesn't matter how many. It's pointing towards your name. You're writing that on the candle. And I also think that it's best to write your petition first before carving on the candle, because some people are using a pen. And if you use a pen, like after you carve on the candle, sometimes it starts acting up. So it's good that we wrote the petition first. That worked out. So it's like I'm going around in a circle and I'm drawing arrows pointing at my name. That's what you should be doing. Why are we doing this? Well, our name is literally a magnet, and we're symbolizing energy, things coming to us, right? Magnetism, pulling it in. Red color is activation and fire. And Saint Expedite is fiery and fast. Now, I'm over you. You had it paused. Okay, y'all. Well, let's make sure that you click live so that way you make sure that you're doing exactly what we're doing. At the same time. Okay. All right. Now, everybody, you wrote your name. You wrote the arrows going towards your name, right? Now, if you have your bergamot oil, why are we using bergamot oil? Well, bergamot oil is about personal power. It's good for money. You put this on some money in your wallet, in your pockets. You'll always have money. Okay. Okay. So I put a few drops, and what I'm doing is I'm going from the base up, pulling towards me, and from the base, sorry, from the center down, coming to me. So you're starting at the middle, going up, as above, so below. As above, so below. And those who took my candle magic class, you already should know how to do this. Like, right? Okay. Now you got your candle nice and lubed up. You know what? You could also, if you don't have sensitive skin, because they say sometimes bergamot oil could be harsh on the skin for some people. For me, it doesn't bother me. Rub some on your hands right now. Right? Yeah. You might start feeling your hands tingle. Get the meridians popping in your hands. You can still rub your hands together without oil. Build up that kinetic energy. Okay. Oh, I feel it. Okay. Now, take some of your cinnamon powder. And you're going to hold it, the candle in your hand, and season it like you're seasoning some food. Right? Don't be cheap with it either. See, so press it in. Press it in. Oil seals that power in. The cinnamon activates it. See how that look? Oh, messy now. You're going to get messy with magic. If you got a little napkin nearby, I should have told y'all take a napkin nearby, but it'll be all right. Now that we have our candle prepared, loaded up, right? You're going to take your lighter or your match and move this out the way. Y'all all right? Okay. Use what you have. Olive oil or no oil is fine. See, Straight Panther's using what he has. Use what you have, or if you don't have it, it's fine. Right? Okay, let's move forward, you guys, all right? So now we're about to go to the next step. Now, why do I have this thing up here? I just realized that. Let me take this off. Yeah, the thing was annoying me. I didn't even realize that was still up from the last live. All right. Go ahead. Burn the bottom of the candle. You're gonna want it to drip on the plate so it could stick. It's a few drops, not a lot. Now your candle's gonna stand up right like this. Okay. Just taking up some of the extra powder. Okay. It smells good. Okay. All right. Now you should have your petition paper under your plate, and you should have your candle loaded and ready to go, right? Now, glass of water, you stand it next to the candle. Remember, we also had a glass of water that you need. It's a conduit of energy to communicate with the spirit. Now that we have our meridians charged up in our hand and everything ready to go, we can go ahead and light it up. Ignite the ritual. Ooh, that's a good flame. See some sparks coming. Oh, that's a good omen. Okay. Pay attention to your flame. If it started off high, that's a really good sign. Means a lot of energy, a lot of force. If it starts off low, that's okay. Sometimes it takes the energy to build up. Don't panic. At this time, you want to concentrate on the flame and you want to say your affirmations, right? You want to say your whatever it is that you want to say to Saint Expedite. For instance, I'm going to say, Great Saint Expedite, we thank you for all that you do for us. We ask that you continue to shower us with blessings, with fortune, and good luck. Everyone in here that is observing this ritual, that is doing this ritual, that is asking for favors of Saint Expedite, we ask that you come through for them quickly, as you always do. And if you come through for us, and we know that you will, we will give you your offering and your pound cake, because we know that you're going to come through quickly. Remove any obstacles, remove all debts, remove all challenges, okay? Secret enemies, remove confusion, remove blocks, anything that is causing stagnation, dis-ease, imbalance in our life. We ask that you give us the medicine to cure it. Ashe Aho Dua Amen. Feel free to say your own prayer, y'all. I'm going to start praying silently and let you guys go ahead and say what you got to say. You can call on your ancestors to help you, give you strength in this ritual. The spirits of the four winds and the four directions assist us and give us power. Mercury, give us speedy results. Powerful and strong. So mote it be. Ooh. Okay. So I'm gonna, oh, sorry. Saint Expedite's image should be nearby. This is his calling card, right? So I'm gonna put his picture near the candle. You could put it anywhere, in front, on the side. And if you don't have a picture or a statue, then you can simply just use an image from your phone if you can. But if you're on your phone doing this ritual, then just imagine him in your mind's eye. Okay. So you'll see that the most simple rituals work the best. You don't have to sacrifice anything or do anything elaborate. I'm just moving it to the side, y'all. Okay, so I can flip this up and talk to y'all. Get the camera up, right? So this flame is really like, it's really hot. Look at it, it's jumping, y'all. Like, y'all, if y'all done rituals with us before, you know that's a good omen. That means the spirit is jumping for joy and excited right now. And if you really want to add some, if you really want to add some power to this, and I was cautious about telling y'all this because If you add some coffee grounds to this, a little bit, if you got some coffee grounds in your kitchen, add a little bit of that, shit really gonna pop off. I'm telling you, like, it's really gonna activate some stuff. Um, but it's not necessary. Like I said, I didn't want to put that in the ingredients list, but if you want to boost it up, you can go ahead and go get that coffee grounds and add that to it. So I'm right now, all you got to do is just let the candle burn itself out. I'm going to get to the Q&A now. We thank you, Saint Expedite. We know that you're going to come through for us. And oh, by the way, if you want to go ahead and put your offerings beside the candle and his image, whether it's a cookie, cake, incense, wine, fruits, whatever you want to give him. If you made Sunday dinner, give him a little bit in a plate. Cheers. Got some Jamaican rum. Cheers to Expedite. To success. Cheers, y'all. To success, to abundance, to fast luck, and all of the good things that's coming our way. So get ready. Have your pound cake ready. Have your, listen, y'all know what to do. When he come through for you, make sure that you put that shout out under the Saint Expedite video I got on YouTube. He gonna make it happen. Now let me clean my hand. Hold on. I got all this cinnamon on me. I'm gonna get to some of this Q&A. Let's see. Papers fell over the prayers. Huh? Head is throbbing. Listen, make sure, thank you, Straight Panther, for mentioning that. So, because the energies are really intense during this time in October, right? That veil is thin. Whenever you use your psychic or spiritual power, you may feel vertigo, lightheaded, dizziness. Saint Expedite is a mercurial spirit. Mercury deals with the head, so you may have like some tingling, head throbbing temporarily. It's not going to last long, right? That's your crown opening up. That's communication being established. That's good. Okay. Now, if you can tonight, you don't have to, but you can go ahead and bathe in some basil. Basil is good for money, for attraction, for sweetening up your energy. Okay. Add it how? So if you're going to ask questions, family, please be ask complete questions just so I know what you're referencing and I can answer you properly, okay? Can you rewrite your question, Black Karen? I thought you don't give until after you receive. So hear me. Remember, I don't know if you came in a little bit late, Black Karen, but I was saying that usually that is correct. We wouldn't give him anything until after he does the petition. However, in this particular case, because we're doing it as a group ritual, right, to get his attention, we're paying it forward first to establish the connection for those people who probably have never worked with him before. And also once he comes through for you, you're going to give him pound cake. So it's kind of like saying, I'm giving you a $50 deposit and I'll give you the other 50 once the job is done. You get what I'm saying? It's like that. Like you're putting it forward to put the investment to show that you're serious. Great question though, Black Karen. Great question. I was trying to find which type of alcohol he likes. Well, I like to work with rum. It works for me with the type of spirits I work with. So, like I said, you don't have to use it if you don't want to, free. But try it out if you want. Do you ever use an expedite prayer? There is a prayer on the back of this, but I'll put it this way. You can use Saint Expedite's prayer, the official one, that they have the Catholic one. You can find that online. You can print that out. I personally use my own prayer for him. That's just my preference, right? Like certain prayers, I feel more comfortable using my own. But you could use his if you want to, my love. Yes, cheers, gratitude. As soon as I added some coffee grounds, my flame started jumping. I told you, Shakoya, girl. Just a little bit, because it's gonna start popping off. It brings a lot of power and speed. But some people be like, yo, that like telling you, be careful with that coffee grounds. How do you dispose of your offerings? Great question, Free. So once everything is done, the candle is burnt out. If you live like in a countryside, you can go ahead and bury it somewhere, like in your yard, because it's to attract. So you can bury it somewhere close. If you have like a plant or a potted plant, you could probably put the remaining wax in there. If you live in a city like me, we can't just go and bury stuff places like that. You can get a fine, but I would just say go to the park, right? And you can just leave it at a tree. Trees are the best places to discard of things. Just passing by or at a crossroads, right? If you walk in past an intersection and there's a trash can there, you can just leave it there, right? But you just discard it and throw it out, right? Once the ritual is done, it's done. Is it bad to eat the offering after it's over? Real chills, you know what's funny? Um, Sometimes I do consume the offerings of the deity, not the dead, but the deity, because you'll absorb their power. But it depends on the spirit. That's why I don't really tell people yay or nay. Um, it depends on what your intentions is, right? But because your intention is to attract goodness and sweetness, then yeah, you can consume it after it's done. Like tonight, you can do that. You can leave it out overnight. If you can't leave your offerings out overnight, then you um, throw it out tonight. But you can just discard it tomorrow. You don't have to do it tonight because it's late. Y'all probably got to go to work and school. Can you cover your offering? Yes, you can. When you say cover it, like cover it with like food or be a little specific, Straight Panther, if you can. Do you boil the basil? Yes, exactly, like a tea. What do you do with the offerings? How do you discard it? Okay, so I just answered that one. Someone asked that, Carmen. Um, so I know there's probably going to be some repeated questions, but the good thing is somebody might ask the question that you may have. Okay, so you just discard it the best way. You could throw it in the trash, throw it in the crossroads, by a tree, by water. Mm, you can use bear. Yep, you can. I do have a coffee grounds. What do I do? Put it in the flame. You could just sprinkle a little bit around the candle, like the base of it. Just sprinkle a little bit of the coffee grounds around it. You don't need a lot, trust me. You could even take a coffee bath tonight. Like put a little bit of coffee, like a cup of coffee in your bath and bathe in it. Matter of fact, I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's been a minute since I took a coffee bath. That gets rid of all of that stagnant energy, all of those blocks. You're gonna really see your life like kick off. It's like a road opener to me. I'm heating up, girl. The energy is powerful. Girl, you already know you a Cancer like me, so we are very sensitive to this energy. All Scorpio season. I feel it. When he comes through, do we light another candle? No, 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 no. So, Lesiren, that's a great question. She asked a great question. No, you don't have to relight the candle and do the ritual all over. All you have to do is just say, all right, Saint Expedite, here's your pound cake. You can put it next to his picture, or you can just put it on if you have an altar for him. You don't have to have an altar for him to do this. He's not that type of a deity where you have to constantly work with him. Unless you feel called to. You can even say Expedite, listen, I'm gonna take your pound cake and I'm going to the park and I'm gonna feed the birds with it. Right? Because birds are God's messengers. So you can leave it at a tree, let the squirrels and birds get to it, right? Let nature get to it. That was a great question. If you don't have alcohol, can you add it later? Yes, you can. Do we burn the paper? Okay, yes. Okay, so with the paper, when it comes to the fast look paper, yes, you burn the paper, take the ashes, and discard it. Great question. Yep. Thank you for mentioning Arlette, because some people they like to keep the paper on them until he comes through, and then they burn it once he's done with it. right? So everybody's situation is different, right? If you are practicing in private, let's say you live with people, you don't want them to find your stuff, you may want to just burn it and get it out the way right now. There's some people who like to keep it on them, like they'll fold it up, keep it in a pocket, until he comes through, and then they'll burn it, symbolizing that it's complete. So whatever resonates with you, right? After this is done, I'm gonna go ahead and burn the paper in my quadrant. That's just what I'm gonna do. Because once the ritual is done, I don't like to think about it anymore. Um, it's kind of like once you do rituals and you forget about it, it manifests quicker versus if you're obsessing over it. You're not supposed to have your conscious mind on it because your subconscious in the background doing the work for you. Whose candle burning fast? Have you seen my candle? Yo, you see it dancing? Yo, that's crazy. As soon as you said that, Straight Panther, look at that. Cannot make this up. Cannot make this up. And if you are in the Conjure Society, can you post a picture or a video of your candle? I want to see it. Is Saint Expedite related to Eshu or Shango or any of the other deities? That that's a long conversation. Because he has a lot of different paths. But yes and no. Um, I can't really go too deep into that right now, but that's a good question, my love. He is connected to the Crossroads entity, but he's not the exact same thing. Um, because yeah, I can't give too much on that right now. Certain paths, like 21 divisions and stuff, like it's different paths that he's in. Santeria, 21 divisions, voodoo, like so it depends. During the deep breathing, I felt the deep opening in my third eye. It deepened when I put the cinnamon on the candle and touched my hand. Yes, my love, because once you did that, you opened up the spiritual doorway for the spirit to help you. It opens up your psychic centers. So coffee ground on the plate of the candle. Sorry to sound stupid. That's not a stupid question. You just yes, on the plate. You just sprinkle it around the candle on the plate. Yep. Do you burn the written petition when the ritual is done? Yes, Virginia. Yep. Exactly. That's what I like to do. I like to burn it as soon as the candle is done. Once the candle's done, that symbolizes that, there's nothing else to do. Okay, bet things. Plastic wrap or a plate cover. I don't know what offering you got, boo. But you could cover it if you want to. Does the pound cake have to be open or keep it in plastic? Um, I would take it out of the plastic because once you give it to him and you're ready to discard it, you're gonna either give it to the birds, put it in nature, throw it in the trash, right? Like once he consumes it, it doesn't matter what you do with it after that, it's done. How about giving half a pound cake now and after using the 7 day candle, give him the other half? You could do that. Yep. You see how she's getting creative? So I'm not going to say, no, you can't do that. You can absolutely do that, Yvonne. And that's actually a good deal. You tell him, listen, I have the rest of the pound cake, but I only give it to you if you finish. There's some people, and I don't recommend doing this. I heard this before, but I find this to be a little disrespectful. But I heard once, like somebody who practices Santeria said, if you really want the saints to work on your behalf, you need to sit their pictures upside down, put them on their head. It causes them restlessness until they get the job done. Then you sit it back up. I don't recommend that. I haven't tried that. That's kind of the same thing as like binding a spirit and forcing it to do your will versus you just saying, hey, let's go into a contract together. I give you this if you do this for me, right? Um, that I'm just letting you know that because some people may find that information, and I'm just saying I don't recommend doing that. No, actual real coffee grounds. Um, well, just a little about the coffee bath. The coffee bath is just, it helps to remove stagnation, right? Coffee is stimulating. Some people are really sensitive, so if you're trying to go to bed, then don't don't take it right before bed. Like probably take it like in the middle of the day or during the day when you like, about to get up and do what you got to do, because it could charge some people up. What's the bath trick for people who only have showers? Oh, Buffy, thank you. Yes, so there's some people who have those stand-up showers and not the actual bathtub. You can just pour it over yourself, right? Like mix it in with with like a big basin of water, or like, the basil I'm talking about, right? Like if you're using the coffee, you of course dilute it. The basil, you just get like a big basin and then you pour it over yourself, strain it out, of course, pour it over yourself and air dry. Oh my, and pay attention to the wax. I like to use freestanding candles, the one that we're using now, because once the candle is done, you can look at the wax and read it. And based upon what you see, it tells you like how your spell is going to manifest. So you might see a four-leaf clover, right? Like that's a good omen, a flower, something blossoming, a heart, a money sign. You never know what you might see, an angel. But pay attention, take a picture of it and meditate on it. And pay attention to the signs. Forgot to mention this, y'all. So Saint Expedite usually works within like really fast. Everybody's situation is different. Some people might get faster results than others. And it also depends on what you're asking for, right? Like make sure that it's realistic. Don't ask for $1 billion tomorrow. I'm not saying it's not possible, but you know, let's just try to just be a little realistic. Um, Because I don't want you out here saying conjugal rituals don't work because you asked for $1 billion in your bank account tomorrow and you woke up and it wasn't there. That's not how this works. I hope people know that. I just had a thought. Oh, rituals. Okay. Here's here's the thing that I was told when it comes to manifestation. When you do spell work, they say expect signs within 3 days, movement within 3 weeks, and definite results, manifestation within like 3 months. Now that's just like this old saying, right? But some people might get manifestation like tomorrow morning. They wake up to some news. Like he happens like that, or before the night is done. Just don't forget his offering and don't forget his shout out. Please don't. Should we keep the candle burning until he comes through for you? If you have a 7-day candle, yes. This little candle here, though, I'll leave the candle lit. It's lit and it's just going to do what it got to do. Once he's done, I don't leave it over like for days. Like you just leave it there for like overnight, a day, and then you move it. Being that this is candle magic, will fire signs get through a little faster considering the flame and there you go. See, you already know, boo. You're not a beginner to this. He just said he exactly. I intentionally utilize these ingredients because this is going to bring us fast results. That's why I was cautious to add the coffee, but some people like, yo, F that. They want all of the power and strength, then use the coffee grounds. Nothing bad's going to happen. It's just like it's really fast. Like it's a lot of energy. Please drink a lot of water. Spell work takes a lot of energy out of you, right? Like even right now I'm a little dehydrated, so make sure you're hydrating. You may feel thirsty, you may feel really hungry after this, like you got the munchies because you just exuded mad energy into the spell, right? That coffee ground can be a bit of a woozy. Like you might get a high boost from it. It might be a little restless tonight. Okay. That's why I said add it if you want to, but you might be active. Your dreams might be active. If you feel like you can handle that, then go ahead. That's a great question, but yes. Of course. And oh yeah. And drink your wine, smoke your spliff, turn up with him. If you got work tomorrow, then I understand you ain't gotta do that. Um, but just take it easy on yourself tonight, right? You can ask for multiple things if you want to. I'm not going to say you can't, but if he comes through and let's say he only gets one out of the 5 things you asked for, still give him his offering. That's the only reason why I tell people just ask for one thing. Cause if you don't come through for him, even though got you 1 out of 5 things, like that's your ass. That's on you, for real. Like, not to be blunt like that, but you don't want to mess with Saint Expedite. When can I light my 7-day candle? Right now, I'm only using a red chime candle. You want to use the 7-day candle, boo? I mean, you can if you want to. You don't have to for this ritual. It's a group ritual, so it operates a little bit differently than if you was doing this by yourself. We all put our energy and our power into this to cause Saint Expedite. So it's definitely going to be much more powerful and stronger than if you was doing this by yourself and needed a 7-day candle. But it's up to you, boo. It's up to you. She's trying to go the advanced route. She's like, screw that, Conjure Queen. I'm trying to do this for 7 days. And it depends on what you're asking for. If you're asking for something like really, really, really big, then give him if he comes through and give you that big thing, then give him a nice big offering. Like a box of pound cake. Okay. But y'all, we went a little bit over time. I apologize about that. I know y'all got things y'all gotta do. It's a Sunday night. Y'all probably got work and stuff, but I should go and drink my wine a little bit. I don't know. Because the way this candle flame is going, like, yo, this candle is dancing over here. Do y'all see it in the corner? Oh my God. Should I go and get my wine? What y'all feel like doing? Y'all want to go to bed or y'all want to just talk a little bit? What's up? Because he got his rum over here. Y'all going to bed? You could use a slice, boo. I'll give him slices. It's fine. Like, he's not really greedy like that. But I do notice the more you give, like, it's like he'll come back because he knows, like, oh yeah, she got that good pound cake. Like, oh, he or she like hooked me up when I come through for her or him. You know, that's like when you tip somebody really nicely. Like, they're always gonna be like really like good to you whenever they see you. You go to that restaurant, that waitress or waiter know, like, oh yeah, they tip good. Like, I want that table right there. You know. Can we chill for a bit more? Carmen, what you sipping on? You got a drink, Carmen? If we was in a webinar, we could all be seeing each other right now. My glass with water. Oh, that's a good omen, Georgia. That's a good omen. We dancing? Okay. I'll put some music on right now. Now stay chatting, Queen. You be dropping gems. I'm sipping my wine. Let me go. Girl, ain't you popping too? Oh, she is lit over there. Shakoya, I'm coming over there. Where you at? It was some New Yorkers up in here. Where y'all at? Nah. Tequila. Oh, girl. She's like tequila. I cannot with tequila. Oh my God. When I was living in Mexico, the tequila over there, like, is on a whole nother level. Like, I ain't know what tequila was till I lived over there. They had some stuff I ain't never even heard of. Yeah, that means spirit is present. Spirit is present. Drinking beer. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh, you too far, girl. But I know that food is popping. The food is so good in the South. Oh my God. I'm about to go. You know what? I'm not gonna drink. Oh my God. I don't even drink like that no more, y'all. And ain't no way I'm drinking this rum. It's not happening. It's not happening. Oh, modern hippie, she already dancing. She's already dancing. Oh, there goes Spinks. Hey, Spinks. He trying to turn up too. Now my cat is acting up. Your pest might be active too, because Saint Expedite has that active energy. He starts moving things around. Like, pay attention. Shit gonna start popping off for you. Pay attention to the signs. Like, you might hear the word expedite. You might get a whiff of cinnamon to remind you of the spell. Um, Things is just going to start moving for you. So pay attention to the signs and the clues when they come. And please, 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 I would just say, don't tell too many people about the ritual or what you did until after it manifests. Magic is a lot about secrecy, right? Like, of course, we all did this together. So it's kind of like, a group pack, like we talking amongst each other. We all did it together. We know our intentions, but to an outsider that didn't do the ritual with us, you don't want to tell some random person, yeah, I did this ritual this day and I asked for this, and because they might be jealous of you and you're going to get that is an evil eye you don't want to get in the way. We said our prayer to block evil eye, but why add resistance if you don't need to? All right, fine. I'm gonna drink. Y'all are tempting. I cannot. Yeah, just keep it on a hush. So people gonna start, wondering like, yo, how is she getting all of this money? Where is he getting all this money from? Don't tell nobody nothing about how it's coming. Just be like, I don't know. It's just luck. I don't know. That's God. Thank you, God. Thank you. And you see, and some people, they have different beliefs than you, and they might be like, oh, he or she doing that witchcraft stuff. Like, now they already put a negative energy because they feel like you working with the devil. And that's not even what we doing here. This is far from anything evil, satanic. This is just we out here manifesting blessings that we deserve. We just need to get rid of the obstacles that's in our way. That's it. That's it. But listen, make sure that you drink your water, you hydrate yourself, take a spiritual bath if you need to, dance, ground, turn up, whatever you feel compelled to do. Some people may be up tonight and restless because Saint Expedite energy is a lot. Um, but just take it easy on yourself. Try to do some grounding tomorrow. If you feel a little lightheaded, that's okay. Um, and write notes in your journal or your grimoire if you see signs or have dreams tonight. Pay attention, okay? Pay attention. But yeah, I look forward to seeing y'all testimonials in the comments on YouTube because he's going to come through. So I hope you're ready for the blessings you asked for. It's coming. I'm ready. Thank you so much, Saint Expedite. Let's just ding our little bell. Let me bring it up here. Yeah. Move that. Candle's still going. We give honor and thanks to the Great Spirit, to Saint Expedite, to the spirits of the four winds and four directions, to our ancestors and guardian angels, and to everyone who participated in this ritual. We know that our intentions will manifest more beautifully than we even intended. We close this ritual. Ashe, Aho, Dua, Amin Ra. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for being a part of this ritual. I cannot wait for all of the goodness to manifest into our lives. Get ready because it is coming. And if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to drop it in the comment section of this video. This is going to be a recording, so you will always have access to this. However, because we are not in control of YouTube and this is going to be saved as a YouTube link, I would highly suggest that you find one of those free downloadable apps or those downloadable websites where you could plug in the YouTube link and download it to your phone or download it to your laptop or hard drive. So you can just have the actual copy saved on your personal device. Okay? Yes, but this way you can always go back and reference this ritual if you want to get all your ingredients and everything and whatnot. Okay. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. This was fun. Until next time, I'll see y'all in the next ritual. We might do something for Halloween. I don't know. I'm thinking because Gede season is coming. We might do something with the Gede. I'm thinking. I don't know. But I will keep you posted. I'll probably send an email. All right, y'all. Peace. Good night. Turn up. Bye.